Welcome to Polk Today. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and today is Friday, November 7th, 2014, and we start off today's show at the Polk History Center. It's home to the Historical Museum and Genealogical Library. The Polk County Historical Museum opened its doors in 1998 in the old Polk County Courthouse in downtown Bartow. The museum's exhibits and programs continue to grow and change as new information and artifacts become available. The Heritage Trail travels a path of history throughout Polk County, and Murtis Young continues our tour.
Hello and welcome to Polk County, the heart of Central Florida. I'm Murtis Young, Historic Preservation Manager. Join me as we travel on the Heritage Trail to discover Polk County's rich and diverse historic sites. The diverse history of the area is evident across Polk County, from city centers and urban neighborhoods to rural farms and cultural landscapes along our roads, railways, and rivers. History allows us to explore sense of place, the unique character of the county, and learn about the numerous people and events that shape the region. In celebration of this rich cultural heritage, the Polk County Heritage Trail was developed to highlight more than 150 years of county history. From historic homes and museums to Civil War sites, the trail provides an opportunity for communities to share their local history in the authentic locations where it happened. Join us in exploring the Polk County Heritage Trail. This installment of the Heritage Trail brings us to the Fort Meade Historical Society, an organization dedicated to preserving and honoring the history of Polk County's oldest city. Located in southwestern Polk County near the Peace River, Fort Meade was established in 1849 as a military outpost. Upon the conclusion of the Second Seminole War, and with the enactment of the Armed Occupation Act, which opened lands in Central Florida to settlement, pioneers ventured into Polk County and established homesteads in the mid-1840s. However, tensions between settlers and Native American tribes remained high. In an effort to separate pioneers and Indian tribes, General David E. Twiggs, commander of armed forces in the area, proposed the construction of a series of military outposts that would link Tampa's Fort Brooke with Fort Pierce on the Atlantic coast. Pleased with the strategic selection of outpost sites, Twiggs named Fort Meade after his engineer, future Union General George G. Meade. The growth of the area continued during the post-Civil War years, accelerating with the arrival of the railroads in the late 19th century. By the 1880s, Fort Meade was a major hub in the cattle industry, and the surrounding area provided prime agricultural lands for the growing citrus industry. The phosphate industry also took root in the area in the 1890s, leading to the establishment of new mining operations and fertilizer companies. In honor of this rich heritage, the Fort Meade Historical Society proudly preserves the history of this unique community through museum exhibits and community educational programming. The Society's museum is located in a grand two-story home that dates to the late 1800s and features memorabilia which traces Fort Meade's impressive history. Exhibits include photos and artifacts from Fort Meade's golden school days and the area's primary industries, cattle, citrus, and phosphate. The museum also houses a patriotic display to honor local residents who served in the armed forces, including James Henry Mills, who won the Congressional Medal of Honor during World War II. Also located on the grounds of the museum park are a handcrafted gazebo and farm shed, which serve as the site of the Society's annual barbecue during the country fair, and the Phosphate Train Museum, which provides meeting and event spaces for the community. The Fort Meade Historical Society hosts an annual Maypole dance and celebration event and history ride-along activities in October. The Society also participates in the annual Country Fair held each November in Frostproof, Fort Meade, or Lake Wales. The fair features local vendors, live entertainment, historic displays, a car show, and children's activities. The Fort Meade Historical Society is only one of the exciting organizations you'll find on the Heritage Trail. So we invite you to hit the road and see what other interesting sites Polk County has to offer.
The Polk History Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And for more information on what they have to offer, give them a call, 863-534-4386, or look them up on the web at polkhistorycenter.org. You know, an old idiom goes, when pigs fly. Now, as you think to yourself, well, that just doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, you're talking about the Sun and Fun When Pigs Fly South Barbecue Challenge. They are the feature of this week's Sports Central clip.
What we are going to get deep into is When Pigs Fly South. Tell us a little bit about it, and when is it happening?
All right. Well, it's next weekend, November 7th and 8th, Friday and Saturday. We are one of, if not the largest, we kind of researched this out, and I think in the country we're the second largest fly-in barbecue. And what does that mean? Well, we're a barbecue competition, much like the one you had in the earlier segment and some of the others that are in the state. We have one we work with right here in Lakeland that is the largest in the southeast, and that is Pig Fest. But When Pigs Fly South is a fly-in barbecue competition sanctioned by the Kansas City Barbecue Society. So there's the FBA that handles things locally. We're the Kansas City Barbecue Society. A lot of fun. We've got obviously the fly-in element. The really cool thing is we moved it up a week this year so that we could take advantage of the fly-in element, but also to honor our veterans. We have a Hangar Door Saloon fundraiser that takes part, and that's really what When Pigs Fly South is all about. It's a fundraiser for the ACE Center of Excellence, Aerospace Center of Excellence at Sun and Fun on the Sun and Fun campus.
Yeah, well, I just happen to have a son that attends the Aerospace Academy,
there you go.
Hunter, and wants to be an Air Force pilot. So, you know, that's a familiar place for me, but, you know, Sun and Fun is a long reputation, but they're expanding their portfolio of special events, although this one has been around, and the numbers are great. It's an exciting event, and wow, you know, you've got some real talent coming out for this one. I mean, from across the nation, because it is sanctioned by KC.
We do. It's anybody who's been on Destination American has seen Pitmasters and is familiar with that show. The self-proclaimed winningest man in barbecue is going to come cook with us, Myron Mixon, which is really cool. We've got 3 other teams that were on that show. We've got one of our local cooks, Rub Bagby, who Swamp Boys Barbecue out of Lake Wales.
Oh yeah.
We've got Warren County, the Warren County Pork Choppers out of Kentucky that are going to be in. And then our defending grand champion, Give It to God Barbecue, who is out of Louisiana. Which interesting little story about Jeff, and I'm not going to try to say his last name, but calls me the day of the event last year. I get a call, and I said, I don't recognize that number. It's not one of my teams, but you know, I'll take it. And he says, do you have any space? I said, sure. I said, but this is I got a Kentucky. You know, the event's tomorrow. And he goes, well, interesting question. That you do have space because I'm about a mile out on I-4. And I'm like, well, how did you come knowing? Well, he missed the Plant City event by a week. Missed calendaring, just searched us out, came in, showed up, won the event.
Staying on top of the events here at Polk today includes a look at the weather for the latest forecast conditions and a look at what's happening in the tropics. We take you to the Emergency Operations Center with EOC Coordinator Billy Abernathy. Good morning to you, Billy.
Thanks, Brian. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bill Abernathy, Polk County Emergency Manager, and this is your weather brief for Friday, November 7th, 2014. For today, we can expect mostly sunny skies, high of 78, low of 59, humidity at 96%. Winds will be from the north at 5 to 7 miles per hour. UV index is at a 5, so be sure to wear some SPF 30 or above. That's in the moderate range. And you'll start noticing the dry air filter in. We currently have a cold front right up over the top of us, and you'll start noticing that drier, less humid air this afternoon as the day progresses. For Saturday, we can expect a high of 81, low of 60, chance of precipitation in between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. For some showers and some isolated thunderstorms is at 20%. Winds will be from the east at 5 to 8 miles per hour. For Saturday night, we can expect 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms as this low pressure system moves across the Gulf of Mexico and into Central Florida. Hopefully we won't get nothing really big, but we'll be monitoring the situation. For Sunday, we can expect a high of 73, low of 53. Winds will be from the north at 7 to 14 miles per hour with some gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is at 40% for the morning hours of Sunday all the way up to around 12 noon to maybe 1 p.m. And now to the allergy report. Predominant pollens are at a medium for ragweed, grasses, and elm. For Saturday, the levels are going to be falling to the low range due to the falling temperatures, but also the precipitation will knock down all the pollen out of the air. And now to the tropics. Currently, emergency management is monitoring 4 areas. The first area, identified with the yellow circle, is in the northwestern Gulf. This is going to be our rainmaker for tomorrow as this thing migrates across the Gulf of Mexico. Isolated to moderate convection is associated with this right now, but we expect it as it gets over the warmer waters to intensify a little bit. And then the second area, identified with a white circle, is currently the remnants of NBES 97, which is a low pressure area in the western Atlantic. This system is moving to the northeast at 15 miles per hour with some moderate to isolated convection associated with it. It's getting ready to get hooked and move straight to the northeast into the open Atlantic. The third area, identified with the blue circles, the upper level low over Dominica. This system has moderate to strong convection associated with it. This system is moving to the north at 5 to 7 miles per hour. And the fourth area is that monsoon trough that's been hanging around for the last 2 weeks, identified with a red circle. This system is pretty persistent, but it's just got some strong flare-up of convection, and it keeps going in and out. So we'll have to monitor that thing. I don't think it's going to pose any threat as these waters start cooling down a little bit. Okay, y'all guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday on PGTV. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Billy. Hey, I invite you to show your support at the Veterans Day celebration sponsored by the Polk County Veterans Council. This year's event kicks off Saturday morning at 10 with a memorial ceremony at Veterans Park. It's located on the west side of the Lakeland Center. At 11 o'clock, a parade starts at the Lakeland Center and makes its way to Munn Park. So make sure you line the streets of Lakeland to show your support for our veterans. More information is available about the event at lakelandgov.net. Now, Saturday is also the kickoff event for the Polk County chapter of Toys for Tots. Now, the mission of the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots program is to collect new unwrapped toys during the holiday season and distribute them as toys for Christmas gifts to less fortunate children in the community. Make sure you check out the Toys for Tots fundraiser and toy drive at the International Market World in Auburndale on US 92 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. You're invited to donate at the event or at one of their 450 drop box locations throughout the county. For more information, you can call Toys for Tots at 863-292-8687. That's going to do it for today's show. As a reminder to keep current with programs or progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter, or even check out the Polk County YouTube channel. I invite you to join us Monday for a Crime Stoppers update, get safety tips from Polk County Fire Rescue, and feature animals for adoption from SPCA Florida. Until then, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Monday.